Coming at you live from somewhere in the building is the haunted video announcements.
Boo! Welcome to the Halloween-themed episode of the GM Video Announcements. I'm Logan.
And I'm Jake. And we've got a great episode planned for today. But trigger warning, it's gonna be a spooky episode.
To help guide you through the Spookfest, let me introduce you to Count Trinicki, a friendly vampire who will help you transition from fright to fright. Count Trinicki?
Greetings.
With all that said, let's start the show. It's not your grandma's video announcement.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek.
Hello again. Such a spooky song, no? Let's go over to Logan for some spooky weather.
Let us begin. I will now attempt to summon a spirit to tell us the weather. Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formuoli. Oh. Gabe, that's not you, is it? You're not dead, are you?
Well, yeah, you were having trouble summoning a spirit for this bit, so I thought I'd help out by killing myself. I mean, my body's just right over there.
Well, while you're here, it'd be pretty cool if a ghost told us the weather.
Okay. According to the script that Logan wrote for us, tonight's weather will be 47 degrees. Your Halloween's weather will be 44 degrees, so bundle up while you're trick-or-treating. The weekend will be cold, as Saturday will be 39 degrees, and Sunday will be 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
I can feel it, Logan. Goodbye. Oh! Well, I'm shivering in my cape up the lat. But before we get too spooky, let's go on over to Justin the Werewolf for some spooky lunch. Well, that's what was for lunch. Here at GM Video Announcement, we inform student body about GM. Here are 5 top spookiest places around GM.
Number 5. The girls' locker room, because no man knows, or will ever know, what it looks like in there.
Number 4. The student store. Legend has it that if you walk 3 times around the store at precisely 3:15, the student store increases exponentially in size.
Number 3. Locker 666 in the 300 hallway. Back in 1983, little Billy Joe Ascot was repeatedly shoved into his locker, until one day when he mysteriously disappeared in the locker. He is said to still haunt the school today.
Number 2. The haunted corn maze behind the middle school. It's made for children though, so no one should get lost.
Dude, I think we're actually lost right now. Hello? Jake, what up? Jake, you can't. Jake! Let's go away! Let's go away! Jake, you can
Well, that was weird. Let's find GM number 1 most scariest place.
Number 1. Mr. Meadows' office. Although superficially normal looking, very few know that if you stand behind Mr. Meadows' desk and chant, "Rogaine, please work," a gateway to hell opens where the souls of expelled students are sent.
What a revelation. If I had the chest, it would beat out of my heart. Now, before we get any spookier, let's go see some frightful highlights of the prep game.
We're here talking live, hitting. We're talking throwing. It's season. Let's go see what the fans have to say. So does could GM do they have the chance?
Well, I don't know. I think Prep's got a lot of speed.
Does the team have the initiative to efficiently undermine the trajectory?
Yeah, absolutely. Back to the game.
Thank you. Could they essentially do what it's about to get to the further?
What's that?
To get down the end of the field, could they actually pass the ball?
Oh, General McLean or Prep?
The teams. What sports do you play?
Soccer. That's it. That's it.
Like, maybe they could, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Play lacrosse, by the way.
Oh, what number are you?
What number for lacrosse? 10. I don't understand these questions.
I mean, is the cafeteria like the size of the football field? Lots of great guys.
We end show with spookiest part. Let's go on over to a room that all English students fear for a spooky story. Mr. Jenkins.
Several years ago, when my parents lived in Waterford, I'd often go to their house for supper. And one cold, wet October night, I decided to go there for a meal. So I took my usual road to Waterford, which is Old State Road. And as I hit the crest by Linwood Nursery, I noticed something white by the stop sign on Old Sharp Road. And at first I thought it was several white garbage bags piled on top of each other. But as I got closer, I noticed it was a young woman, all in white, her long dark hair just wet in the rain and the mist, a long white blouse, a long skirt. And I realized I couldn't just leave her there. So I pulled up and I rolled down my window and I asked, "Are you okay? Can I take you someplace?" And at first she said nothing, just staring up towards Waterford. But she slowly turned towards me and simply nodded yes. So I reached over and opened my car door and asked her to come in. I reached across, closed the door, and took off towards Waterford, trying to engage her in conversation, but she didn't say anything, just stared straight ahead at Waterford. Well, I didn't want to take her to my parents' house, so I was trying to decide what to do with her, and I had an idea when I pulled right up to the park in Waterford, because to my left was the Presbyterian church, and I thought, the church will have to take her. So I looked to my left, and I see several cars are there, and I turned back to ask, "Can I leave you at the church?" And there was nothing there. Nothing in the back seat, no one around me. And I reached over and felt my seat, which should have been dripping wet. It was bone dry.
Brew! I gotcha. Scared you. Scared you.
Thanks for watching The Scary Show.
And remember to bundle up if you're going trick-or-treating this weekend.